Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just going to give you a real quick update on our garden, or should I say weeds. We do have a lot of weeds. The rain has brought them in tremendously, and it's our little weed eater machine broke recently, so we're trying to get that repaired or replaced. So in the meantime, let me just show you what's going on in the garden. So our melons were looking really good until we had the tropical storm Debbie come in. She dumped a lot of rain. And as you can see, between the rain and the bugs, it's just a lot of the leaves are getting just eaten up. We do still have a couple of cantaloupes here and another melon here. Looks like our delicata squash was almost getting ripe, and then just too much moisture in the air. It looks like it's about to die as well. And then we think this one is a honeydew melon. So we have the honeydew, looks very different. It's very smooth. It's a very smooth melon, and it's kind of a greenish color, yellow greenish color, compared to the cantaloupes, which are more of the brown and green. As you can see here, it's just a very different melon. And then the delicata squash is, let me go around this side. It's a different melon as well. It's supposed to get really big, but as you can see, the leaves here are starting to die back on the squash. Oh, and there's a little friend. There's a little lizard friend. Let's see if we can get him. Well, he ran away to eat some bugs, so hopefully he'll do his job. And over here we have the the peppers, for one thing. The peppers are loving this weather. So we have 5 varieties. We have bell peppers, and we also have the poblano peppers. I couldn't think of the name. Poblanos. We have lots of Melrose peppers. These are a very mild pepper. They remind me of kind of an orange or a yellow bell pepper, very mild. And we have the habaneros, or hiberno peppers. Those are coming in quite well right now. Lots of hot ones here. And down here we have some of the Serrano peppers. These are kind of like a jalapeno. They do get red, or you can also pick them green. So we have a few red and green ones here. This bush is full of them. Eggplants, these kind of died off for a little while when it was 100 degrees, but now it's back down in the 80s and 90s, and they are starting to grow some more flowers. So I'm really hoping to see some more eggplants coming along soon on these. These are about as tall as me, by the way. Standing here looking at them, you can see they're getting a lot of flowers now, so that's a good sign. They went a couple weeks without having many flowers on them. And over here we have our marigolds that are supposed to keep some rodents and things out, but doesn't keep the weather and all of that out. So we have some of our cherry tomatoes that are just barely hanging on. A lot of fungus on them this year, a lot of weather for them, but we still have quite a few cherry tomatoes that are in here as well. And you'll see these little red bugs. They kind of look like ants, but they are actually the babies of the flat-footed bug, which is a big black, kind of like a stink bug. And those are the babies from that bug. So yeah, we got a few tomatoes here, but a lot of them are starting to die off as well. So we're just getting in a few cherry tomatoes every day, but not very many. Let's see if I can get on camera the flat-footed bug. This is the grown adult version. My camera will zoom in here. So it's kind of related to the stink bug, and it lays lots of little baby eggs, and then they like to eat your fruit. So yeah, not a pollinator, not a good guy. Our cucumbers only produced 3 jars of pickles for us. So one of our friends brought us a huge crop of cucumbers to pickle. All right, we have our pickle jars ready to go. I've sliced them all up into spears, and on this one I've added some serranos and some habanero peppers in it. So that's going to be quite a spicy pickle jar. The rest are standard pickles. And on our little outdoor grill here we have our pickle brine just about ready to go. It's nice and hot. You can see the steam. It's the dill pickle spices with vinegar and water. It's 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar, and we have this filled up and ready to pour over the pickles. Alright, so I've got a glass measuring cup here. I'm going to pour the brine over all of the chopped pickles into a sterilized jar. I'm going to leave 1/4 of an inch at the top of the jar, and then we will cap it. And the heat from the brine should be enough to seal the jar. The lids that I have are those lids that pop as soon as they're ready. So when you get one, it's 2 parts, and you just put it on nice and tight, and then in about 2 hours you should hear it pop and seal. If you don't, then you have either an air gap, or if it just didn't seal right, then you need to eat those right away. Go ahead and put them in your fridge, and you'll need to eat those first. If they do seal, then you can save them for several months and enjoy them all through the fall and winter months. This is very hot, so be very careful. I use a paper towel underneath my jars just to catch any drips and help out with the mess. And it smells very pickly, so that's why I do ours outside. You can do them inside, but your house will smell like pickles for several days. So I highly recommend doing them in a well-ventilated or outdoor space, unless you don't mind your house smelling like pickles. Ooh, these are going to be some spicy ones with that habanero pepper in it. Go ahead and cap off these. Here are all the pickles. Lots and lots of pickles.
They look yummy.
And these 2 are the hot ones. They have the serrano and the habaneros in them.